Let's read some Glitch in the Matrix stories, part 87. Emergency room glitch. I'm not sure if this was a glitch or if I went crazy. It was a busy shift in the ER on Friday, March 13th, 2020. I was training a new grad nurse and we were getting slammed. The emergency room was divided into pods and each pod had 9 rooms. We were designated to the COVID pod where the patients were in isolation. There was this beautiful old woman about 75 years old who arrives with shortness of breath and chest pains. I walk into the room, introduce myself and the new grad. I noticed that she had on a beautiful necklace with a blue jay on it. We are fully gowned in PPE and we start to run a test on her. I asked if she had any family with her and she started saying that she was alone with no family in the city. She was severely sick, heart rate of 175, blood pressure 210/115, and she has a fever. I call the physician from my SpectraLink phone, a phone to communicate in the unit, to alert him of her vitals. The monitor starts going off and she suddenly entered into cardiac arrest. I press the code blue button to alert the staff to come for help. The new grad starts compressions and I grab the ambu bag to give her breaths. About 7 people rush in with a crash cart and we give her an epi and shock her. After 30 minutes, she is pronounced dead. Since she came alone, we had no idea who to call. I then got a call transferred from security and it is a woman calling for room 11. That is the patient that we just pronounced deceased. She stated how she was on her way and wanted to see her. I say in a calm voice that she needs to come as soon as she could because I could not say anything over the phone. When she arrived, I noticed that she had the same blue jay necklace on. As I start to say I'm sorry for your loss before we enter the room, I turn and the patient is there sitting up talking. What? I'm baffled. I look at the new grad and say, didn't we just pronounce her dead? The new grad is pale and shakes her head, yes. I walk up to the charge nurse and explain I just charted that room 11 was deceased and she looks at me and tells me that the patient has been fine. As I ask other nurses, they do not recall going into the room or pronouncing her dead. About 2 hours go by and the granddaughter thanks me for the wonderful care I gave her grandmother. She hasn't seen her in years. She told me she placed the blue jay necklace around her so that she wouldn't feel lonely. Oh my God, she just put the blue jay necklace on her? I then go on my break and I hear the code blue alarm. I hear code blue on room 11 over the intercom. I jump up and run into the room and there she was again, pronounced deceased again. I proceeded to call her granddaughter to tell her to come in and she says, I already know. I had a dream about her passing away and I wasn't there. I flew in from California because I haven't seen her in 9 years. I'm grateful that I came on time. We hang up and I start to prepare her for the hospital morgue and the grad looks at me and says, this is deja vu. I shrugged my shoulders and said maybe she needed to say goodbye to her granddaughter. Since that day, I'm confused on how this happened. Maybe it was a glitch or maybe I went insane, but at least she was able to say goodbye. Wow, that was a good one. Wow.